It's 8:40. I just got out of the bath. It's Sunday. Yes, I had a bath. I know it sounds weird. Okay. Yeah. Quiet Peace. Now, this little thing was on August 12th. Bookmark. And it's August 16th. I didn't think I went that long and never did this. I seek strength not to be superior to my brothers, but to be able to fight my greatest enemy, myself. More about honesty. August 16th. And it's bedtime. The fact remained that our lives had become unmanageable. Not until we got honest with ourselves and surrendered did we begin to know peace. Hope, Faith, and Courage, Volume 2, page 204. When I found CA, I started going to meetings and working the steps. It seemed all of those early meetings, the steps, and readings in the big book centered on honesty in one form or another. I have struggled with honesty pretty much my whole life and well into my recovery. I often would lie when it was just as easy to tell the truth. Therefore, I spent much needed time trying to place my arms around honesty and how it applies in my program, both in the rooms of CA and all other parts of my life, job, relationship, etc. The big book, the sharing from fellowship members, have provided some impeccable gems. Honesty dispels the reassuring ego, which is constantly fighting against my initial surrender. The investment in honesty can be likened to my commitment to daily surrender. Further, when I begin to practice honesty, it may often seem alien, and I rapidly fall short on the notion of absolute honesty. When this happens, I know not to be discouraged, but to remain mindful of the big book's wisdom. No one among us has been able to maintain anything like perfect adherence to these principles. We are not saints. The point is, I am a saint. I'm part of a saintly priesthood, but that's in my faith. The point is that we are willing to grow along spiritual lines. The principles we have set down are guides to progress. We claim spiritual progress rather than spiritual perfection. That is absolutely true. Alcoholics Anonymous, page 60. I've learned to simply try as best I can, diligently staying aware, not to rest on my laurels or allow myself to justify and rationalize conduct I know to be wrong. When we practice honesty, we begin to look the world in the eyes and rest in good conscience. Once we have sincerely understood and taken step one, open-mindedness follows. Faced with alcoholic destruction, we soon became as open-minded on spiritual matters as we had tried to be on other questions. That's in Alcoholics Anonymous, page 48. As you can tell, this group, this program, fellowship that ends with A, uses a lot of original literature from the original 12-step program, which would be Alcoholics Anonymous. It was the only way to recover. I heard that Dr. Swearlot say she's got a lot of good information. It was really the only game in town, but there's so many avenues. The only, like the peak, the absolute surety is there is a spiritual solution. Period. That's the solution. It's spiritual. Good night. Well, I'm going to stay up a little bit longer. Maybe I should go for a drive. No. I'll write. I haven't read that book in a while. Look at this. Look at this. I throw away all my journals at the end of every year anyway. But look, that's in about the last week. and that's usually this.